Hello friends, welcome to this video. In last video we discussed about the exception handling in C++. We covered the theoretical aspects of the exception handling in C++. In this and next video we will be concentrating on the practical session and we'll be covering a few practicals related to exception handling. The first example we are taking is to demonstrate the flow control of the exception handling program. Basically, we have written few statements over there and it will depend on the value of x, which particular statements will be executed and which will be skipped. Here is the main program. We are starting our main program and we are declaring a variable whose value is 1. X equals to 1. The first message is there before try block. It will always be executed as there is no condition before it. And as the control passes after declaration to the this statement, it will always be executed. The next few statements are placed in try block. This is the try block. It is try, the keyword we will be using, and then the curly braces and the closing curly brace, and in between there are the statements which we have kept in the try block. So after this statement, the control will pass to this try block, and the next statement, whatever is the next statement, it will be executed. So it will always come to the statement and it will always be executed. After that, we have put a condition. If x is less than 0, then if the condition is true, only then these statements will be executed, and the statements in this if block will be executed. Here the condition is x equals to 1. The condition fails. So these statements will not be executed. In case the value of x is minus 1, then it will be executed. What will happen in this block? It will throw an exception. It is throwing a variable, the same value x. It is throwing an exception over here, and whenever an exception is thrown, the statements next after this throw statement in this block will never be executed. The throw will pass the control to the catch block. Now the control will directly jump to the catch block. So whenever we will come to this if block, the throw statement will be executed and it will pass the control to the catch statement, and the statement number 3 after throw statement, it will never be executed. After the if block, we do have another statement, the statement number 4, the out statement. Inside try block, still we are inside this try block, and it will be executed when there is no exception. So if there is no exception, then this throw statement will not be executed. And after this if statement, the control will come. The control will be passed on to this statement and the statement will be executed. In case there is any throw, then the catch will be executed, the exception will be thrown, and it will be it will be caught by catch block int x. This is the parameter we will be receiving over here. We can have multiple catch blocks also. It will depend on the type of the parameter, type of the exception we are throwing. So which particular catch block will be executed. It is something similar to the switch case statement. It will depend on the value in the switch variable, which particular case will be executed. Similarly, it will depend on the value of the throw, the type of the exception which will be throwing, and it will depend on this which particular catch block is going to execute. Here we do have only a single catch block, so the thrown exception will be caught by this catch block, and this statement will be executed. We can have a simple message over here, or we can put the full handler over here to handle that exception. After this catch block, the control will come to this statement. This statement will always be executed. The statement number 5 will be executed only in case of exception, and the exception has been thrown. Then the control will come to this and the exception caught, and it will be executed in case of exception. And after exception, after catch block, the control will be passed on to the next statement after the catch block, and it will always be executed. So here is the program related to this. Let us compile this program. So the program has been compiled and let us run this program. So let us see which statements have been executed as the value of x is 1. So the statement number 1 will be executed before try block. It will always be executed. It will go in the try block. The statement number 2 inside try block, it will always be executed. A second statement, it is also executed. But the value of x is 1, so the condition will fail and it will not come to this if block, and the exception will not be thrown over here, and directly the control will come to this see out the statement number 4. The 4 inside the try block, it will be executed. The fourth statement has been shown on the console, and after that the control will not go to the catch block as the exception has not been thrown. And so the statement number 5, it will not be shown over here, and the statement number 6, the control will come after statement number 4. These statements will not be executed and the control will be passed on to the next statement. Then the number 6 after the catch block, these statements will be executed and the message will be shown on the screen. Let us have some change in this the value of the variable, and then look what will happen if we take the value x equals to -1 and then recompile the program. Now let us check, let us test which statements will be executed. Yeah, have a look. The first statement before try block, it will be executed. The first statement has been printed on the console, on the screen. The second statement inside try block, it will always be executed. Now the value of x is -1. The condition is true. The exception will be thrown and the control will directly come to the catch statement, catch block. So the statement number 3 and 4, these will not be printed. These will be skipped and the control will not come to these statements. Now next statement is, now the control comes to, whenever the exception is thrown, the control comes to the catch block and this will be executed. Here the exception handler related to this simple message is there. So this message will be shown over here, and after this, the statement after the catch block, this statement will be executed and the program will be terminated successfully. So this is how the control flows in case of exception handling program. This is for right now. In next program, we will be handling another practical related to this one. Thanks. Have a nice time. Thank you.